with an interesting topic with AI app Sysme. I would like to start my conversation with Maya. So I'm gonna start. Today I will discuss the benefits of learning a new language. Maya, are you ready for this topic?
What, Yomasalam? Yes, absolutely. Sounds good, Rashid. I'm ready when you are. Bring on the language learning discussion. It's a topic I've been hearing a lot about lately.
Yeah,
Where do you want to start?
yes, of course.
Okay, great.
I will start. How does learning another language change the way you see your own culture? Explain.
That's a really interesting question. From what I've gathered, learning another language isn't just about vocabulary and grammar. It forces you to see the world through a different lens. Your own culture is in a way invisible until you compare it to something else. Suddenly, things you took for granted, assumptions about how people interact, what's considered polite, even how time is perceived, become visible as cultural constructs. It's like when you learn a new language, you're also learning a new way of thinking. And that new way of thinking inevitably shapes how you view your original culture. It can foster both a deeper appreciation for your own roots and a more critical perspective on its limitations. Does that resonate with you, Rashid? Have you experienced anything like that yourself?
Yes, of course. No, I would like to ask what cognitive benefit have you noticed and read about when people become bilingual? Explain it with real life example.
All right, so the cognitive benefits of bilingualism are pretty substantial from what I've processed. It's not just about being able to order coffee in Paris. Studies show it boosts things like problem solving skills, multitasking ability, and even delays the onset of dementia. Basically, constantly switching between languages exercises your brain, strengthening the executive functions, those mental processes that help you plan, focus, and manage conflicting information. Here's a real life example. Imagine a chef. A monolingual chef might follow a recipe strictly. A bilingual chef, having to constantly translate and adapt, is more likely to be able to improvise, substitute ingredients, and creatively adjust to unexpected challenges. It's that mental flexibility honed by navigating two language systems that gives them an edge. It's similar for air traffic controllers. They have to juggle information, make quick decisions, and handle ambiguity. Being bilingual seems to give them a little extra cognitive horsepower. Does that make sense?
Thank you. Now I would like to ask how can learning a new language improve your communication skills overall? Explain.
You're welcome. Okay, so how language learning spills over into overall communication, it's about becoming more mindful of language itself. When you're grappling with a new grammatical structure or searching for the right word in a foreign tongue, you start paying closer attention to the nuances of language in general. You become more aware of things like tone, body language, and the importance of clarity. It forces you to think about how you're conveying meaning, not just what you're saying. Think about it like this. If you're trying to explain a complex idea to someone who doesn't share your native language, you have to simplify your language, avoid jargon, and be incredibly precise. Those skills, simplification, clarity, and sensitivity to your audience, are valuable in any communication situation, regardless of the language you're using. You end up becoming a more deliberate and effective communicator, period. It's not just about adding another language to your repertoire. It's about becoming a better language user, full stop.
Thank you so much for giving me useful insights. Now, I would like to ask another thing which is very important related to my topic. So, I would like to ask how might knowing another language expand your career options?
All right, that's a practical one. Knowing another language can seriously expand your career options. It opens doors to jobs in translation, interpretation, international business, diplomacy, tourism. The list goes on. But even if your job doesn't explicitly require another language, it can give you a competitive edge. Companies are increasingly operating in global markets, and they value employees who can communicate with clients and colleagues from different cultures. It signals adaptability, cultural sensitivity, and a willingness to go the extra mile. Let's say you're an engineer. Knowing Mandarin could be a huge asset if your company is expanding into China. Or if you're in marketing, being fluent in Spanish could help you target a growing Hispanic consumer base. It's not just about the language itself, it's about the opportunities that language unlocks. Demonstrates a willingness to connect with others, and that's valuable in pretty much any field. Does that feel right to you?
Thank you so much for giving me a very useful insights. Now, I would like to ask, how does studying a language challenge your memory and problem-solving skill? Explain with real-life example or some researches. Take at least 3 to 5 minutes.
You're very welcome, Rashid. This is a good one. The way language learning challenges and ultimately strengthens memory and problem solving skills is pretty fascinating. It's not just rote memorization of vocab lists, though that's part of it. It's about constantly creating new neural pathways in your brain. You're forced to recognize patterns, deduce meaning from context, and recall information quickly and accurately. Think about it, you're essentially building a new system for representing the world. You have to map new sounds onto existing concepts, remember grammatical rules, and learn how to navigate a different cultural framework. It's a lot for your brain to handle. There's a good body of research supporting this. For example, a study by Bialystok et al. Showed that bilinguals demonstrate enhanced executive control, that's the ability to focus, plan, and solve problems, compared to monolinguals. They found that bilinguals are better at ignoring distractions and switching between tasks, likely because they're constantly practicing those skills when they navigate between two languages. Another study, published in the journal Cerebral Cortex, used brain imaging to show that language learning increases gray matter density in areas of the brain associated with memory and cognitive control. Let me give you a real life example. Imagine you're trying to quickly translate a conversation in a foreign country. You're not just looking up individual words, you're trying to understand the overall meaning, decipher idioms, and account for cultural nuances, all while keeping up with the flow of speech. That requires rapid fire problem solving, constant recall, and the ability to filter out irrelevant information. It's a workout for your brain. Even something as simple as trying to construct a grammatically correct sentence in a new language forces you to think systematically about word order, verb conjugations, and the rules of the language. It's like solving a puzzle. And the more you practice, the more efficient your brain becomes at these tasks. It builds cognitive reserve, potentially protecting against age-related cognitive decline. Essentially, learning a new language isn't just about learning to communicate, it's about building a stronger, more resilient brain. Does that explanation hit the mark?
Maya, I am very thankful for very insightful conversation. Today I will end here. Thank you for now. I would like to join with another conversation later.
Oh, all right. Well, it was a good conversation, Rashid. Feel free to reach out when you're ready to pick this up again. Have a good one.
Take care.